Exclusive. How Nigerian Secret Police, DSS, the National Security Advisor, Ribadu, asks Senate not to confirm El-Rufai, Abubakar Danladi, Stella Okotete as ministers. The three affected nominees indicted in the DSS and NAS letters were a former governor of Kaduna State, Nasser El-Rufai, Stella Okotete, and Senator Abubakar Danladi from Taraba State. The Department of State Service, DSS, and the Office of the National Security Advisor, Ribadu, sent letters to the Nigerian Senate urging the lawmakers not to confirm three President Bola Tinubu's ministerial nominees. Sahara reporters can alternatively report. The three affected nominees indicted in the DSS announced letters were a former governor of Kaduna State, Nasser El-Rufai, Stella Okotete, and Senator Abubakar Danladi from Taraba State. Sahara reporters earlier reported that the Nigerian Senate confirmed 45 out of the 48 ministerial nominees sent in by Tinubu. After 7 days of screening, the Senate left out the former governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai, Danladi, a former deputy governor of Taraba State, and the former nominee from Delta State, Okotete. The top source at the Senate told Sahara reporters on Monday that the Director General of the DSS and the NANS wrote to the Senate President, Godwin Okpabio, advising the upper chamber not to confirm the nomination of the trio. The NANS, Ribadu, and the DG of DSS have just sent us letters not to clear El-Rufai, Senator Abubakar Danladi from Taraba, and Stella Okotete from Delta State. The Senate President just read it to us, now at the closed-door section. He did not give it to us anyway, one of the sources revealed. The letter from the NANS and DG DSS cited security reasons, saying the Senate should defer the confirmation of the trio for now for national security. The Senate President is holding the document sent to him tight and has not released it to anyone, another source added. Sahara reporters had reported how a group of protesters under the aegis of Secure Nigerian Group, SNG, in Abuja, staged a protest on the premises of the National Assembly to call on the lawmakers not to confirm El-Rufai as minister. The protesters displaying placards defying the presence of security operatives who barricaded the main gates of the building as they chanted anti-government songs. The group expressed surprise that El-Rufai's name was listed as a ministerial nominee despite his alleged religious correlation, which the group described as dangerous to the unity of the nation. They noted that the Tinubu-led government should investigate and prosecute El-Rufai over alleged genocidal attacks on predominantly Shia Muslim communities in Kaduna State. Also, Sahara reporters on July 29th reported that some top Nigerian lawmakers wrote to the 10th Senate demanding the immediate disqualification of Okotete, who is a former executive director of the Nigerian Export-Import Bank. The lawyers from Juryman Association Chambers are Ari Olodotu Alsan, Esquire, the principal partner, the secretary, Nigerian Bar Association, NBA, IPA branch, executive director, Lawyers for Justice Reform, and Barrister Moso Nijo. Sahara reporters had also reported that the Code of Conduct Bureau CCB wrote Okotete demanding her pay slip from 2019 statement of bank accounts from the same period and loans approved as executive director of the Nigerian Export-Import Bank, among others, to aid in its investigation into alleged fraud and abuse of public office. Meanwhile, in the letter to Nigeria's upper legislative house, the petitioners requested the Senate to properly investigate Mrs. Okotete over alleged massive corruption, allegations against her around tripling and recycling of different loans, and use of various front companies as proceeds of Nigerian Export-Import Bank, among others, to aid his investigation into alleged fraud and abuse of public office. Also to defraud the bank of billions of naira and dollars. Also for Abubakar, Sahara reporters about a week ago reported how Danladi was reportedly barred in 2019 from contesting or holding political office for 10 years over forgery, though he dismissed the claim. Publication on Taraba State website confirmed how Danladi was barred in 2019 from contesting or holding political office over alleged certificate forgery and age fortification. Before the 2019 general elections, a high court in Jalingo had disqualified Abubakar Sani Danladi from contesting the election after it was found that he presented a forged document to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). The case went on to the Court of Appeal before the election and to the Supreme Court after the election, where the Appeals Court affirmed the judgment of the lower court, confirming that the certificate presented by Sani Danladi to the INEC was fake and forged. It was in the same judgment that the Supreme Court barred Sani Danladi from contesting any election until after 10 years. The gazette done by Taraba State had read in part, a 5-man panel of the Supreme Court of Nigeria sitting in Abuja today, the 5th day of July 2019, and composed of the acting Chairman Justice of Nigeria, Tako Mohammed, JSC, Mary Peter Odele, JSC, Olukayode Ariwola, JSC, Paul Galije, JSC, and Abba G, JSC, have dismissed the appeal filed by Alhaji Sani Abubakar Danladi, the purported APC governorship candidate in the 2019 Taraba State governorship election, which alleges his disqualification by the Federal High Court, Jalingo. The Supreme Court dismissed the appeal for being incompetent and failing to meet the requirements of the law. Alhaji Sani Abubakar Danladi was disqualified from contesting the 2019 governorship election in Taraba State on the 6th day of March 2019 by the Federal High Court, Jalingo, presided over by Honorable Justice Stephen Dalop Pam. So guys, I'm dropping it here. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not. Thank you.